Yo, check this out. I'm not going to put him up there right now with the Kobe's and the Magic Johnsons, bro. But Luca, like I'm watching what he's doing to this LA community off the basketball court. Yo, before it's all said and done, Luca might wind up being top three, top five most important Lakers in history. I woke up this morning and I saw a report. I don't know if y'all saw this. It came out. I looked at it on Lakers Nation. Luca is partnering up with ESPN. Did y'all hear about the deal with Luca and ESPN? So he is joining ESPN as an ambassador for the new what is it called? The Take Back program. Let me read a little bit of this article to give y'all a better picture, bro, because Luca I'm keeping it a buck, bro. He is definitely impressing me. Not just so much what's happening on the basketball court, off the basketball court as well. My brother in the building, 2G. What's that word, bro? Happy Saturday to you, my boy. Um, but Lakers Nation, they reported Luca is partnering with ESPN to become a Take Back Sports Ambassador, which is a new initiative designed to help kids stay active and engaged in sports. Now, ESPN, they had launched this initiative, I think, last year when they collaborated with Steph Curry and his wife, Aisha. They got the Eat, Learn, and Play Foundation. So Take Back Sports, this program aims to address critical challenges in the young sports landscape, focusing on primary areas and investing in a national campaign and purposes for storytelling in basketball. So Luca partnering up with ESPN on this matter, bro, I think is such a huge deal because all I've seen since Luca have came to Los Angeles, in the midst of getting his heart broken by the trade in Dallas, all I've seen Luca do is give back to the Lakers, bro. I've watched this man, and then it's reported in the same article, Luca is going to give $5 million of his money towards this program to help push things even further, bro. This is bananas. This is so bananas because I'm every time I turn around, when it comes to Luca, it's either a story about him getting in shape or him giving somebody some love, the LA community. Bro, I think that is a big, big deal. There was so much, and I hate to compare and even bring LeBron's name into this situation because this story is all about Luca. But people always call LeBron James selfish, and I think LeBron has done his due diligence for the city of Los Angeles. I think the city of Los Angeles, in return, have done justice for LeBron James. But watching Luca so early in his Laker career do so much off the basketball for the court for this community. And now that he signed the extension, I'm telling you, I really would not be surprised. And especially if the Lakers win or come close to winning, Luca is going to be one of the all-time Laker greats and favorites. I promise you. I'm not going to include him with Kobe and Magic, but I'm telling y'all, what you do off the basketball court definitely matters, especially when you're giving. And Luca is constantly giving the Los Angeles community like he's from here. He hasn't even played a full season yet. And I'm going to be real, Luca has given back more publicly than I've seen a Lakers player in a long time. I don't even know if LeBron James have reportedly given back to the Los Angeles community like Luca has. Definitely not in this time frame. 2G says that he'll be bigger than LeBron. It, you know, I just I'm really impressed with Luka Doncic. I'm impressed with his commitment. I'm impressed with his uh ability to just because again, yo, you can't tell me Luka didn't get his heart broke last year. That trade from Dallas fucked him up. That fucked him up. And he came into LA committed. He didn't try to take over nothing. He understood that this was LeBron James' team. And, I'm as much as a fan of LeBron James as I am happy to see that, the organization is really trying to build around Luka, and appease into his decisions and his requests, kind of different than, how the Lakers treated Anthony Davis. So we clearly see that the torch is being passed, whether LeBron likes it or not. It's reported that he's embracing the change, but whether he likes it or not, I think ultimately the Lakers are making, a great decision, putting Luka in the front line. You can't forget about James. Let's not be stupid though. You can't forget about James because Luka is not going to bring a title to Los Angeles in the next year or two without James. But like my bro 2G says, the energy that Luka brings to this table, it's a different vibe. It's a different vibe. The Lakers have been losing and we've been disappointed in the playoffs. There's no denying that. These last couple of years as fans, we've definitely been disappointed as fans, but we've been competitive. We've had opportunities to win. We may not have played well, but we've had chances to win. We've been able to play in April, things of that nature. On face value, when you think of LeBron leaving, you think the Lakers are going to struggle, go through a period of just irrelevancy until they make it back to being a playoff team. Putting Luka in the driver's seat right now. We heard the rumors about Luka being so instrumental in the recruitment of the guys like the DeAndre Aytons and the Marcus Smarts of the world. This is pivotal because I thought this whole thing could fold and blow up when the Lakers decided to get rid of Dorian Finney-Smith. I thought that could wind up being a problem because that was Luka's man. And I'm like, yo, Luka's seeing this circus for what it is. I'm not sure if he's going to want to remain here, but he committed. And I'm just watching what he's doing to the city of Los Angeles. Those moves let you know that Luka is here to stay. And the Laker fans love him. The Laker fans love Luka. He hasn't won nothing yet. But, I think he is definitely setting the tone. And I'm proud of him. I'm proud of the adjustment that Luka is making. But the time is now. It is definitely go time. I'm still a LeBron guy. I still think ultimately LeBron is the best player still on this team. Yes, LeBron James to date still to me is the best player on the Los Angeles Lakers. He's surely the greatest, but I'm talking from a skill set position. LeBron to me still is the man. But the direction that the organization is making, it's the right one. It's the right one. So much props to Luka for the commitment that he's given as far as his conditioning. But more importantly, I'm really impressed with Luka, what he's doing off the basketball court, and reading this article that Luka is teaming up with ESPN. I think that is a great look for this new program that they implementing for the kids, keeping them focused on the right track and involved in sports. I think it's a great thing. So shout out to Luka on that. Speaking of the past Lakers, though, let's go back to 2011. 2011, right? Can y'all imagine Kobe Bryant having Carmelo Anthony to partner up with for maybe 5 to 5, anywhere from 5 to 8 years? Imagine Kobe and Carmelo Anthony getting the shot to go duo for a handful of years. That to me at that time would have been dangerous, bro. I think the Lakers would have got a championship. Carmelo Anthony took to social media and he talked about an opportunity that he had to join the Lakers instead of the Knicks. A deal was done. Let's hear what Carmelo Anthony had to say about a deal that he had to come to the Lakers back in 2011.
So I'm not saying I want to get out of here, but y'all got to show me y'all cards. And
their cards was you out of there.
their cards was, no, we want you to stay. Well, you know how I go. We want you to stay. It's like, no, y'all playing with me now. I said this in June. We went to a baseball game at Oriole Stadium and had a good time, and we talked like men, and we figured it out. And like, I understand where you at, I understand where you at. Let's make this happen. Here's the teams. Chicago, the deal was done with the Lakers. Me and Nene for Lamar Odom and Bynum. That deal was done. I never thought about New York.
The Lakers,
but then
bro?
When they turned that deal down, when George had that deal and turned that deal down.
So that didn't happen.
Right? He turned that down. Now it's like, oh, y'all don't want me in the West. You gonna send me to the East?
Yeah, you gotta get out the West.
Give me to New York. The deal never was with New York. The deal was with New Jersey Nets. So when we was All-Star Weekend, the deal was with the New Jersey Nets. George Karl had a deal with Utah behind the scenes for the young boy, Derek Favors.
Oh, Derek Favors, yeah.
Because he wanted Derek Favors. He was liking Derek Favors out of Georgia Tech, and he thought that was a power forward that he was a Nene type power forward. So that was like going to be, he wanted him to be the next Nene.
So you got to go.
Got to go.
So you ended up in New York.
Ended up in New York. That deal wasn't supposed to happen, though. We need another podcast, another hour to tell that
we'll
specific
do a part
story
two of
of
that.
New York.
I can't wait.
Oh my God.
What the?
What the?
Bro, that was actually the first time I heard that clip in its entirety. I didn't even. You got to be kidding me. Did y'all hear the break? Bro. Carmelo Anthony and Kobe in 2011. Oh my. I mean, I know James and D Wade and Chris Bosh, they did their thing over in Miami. Oh my. You got Kobe and Carmelo. You're gonna get a third piece. Somebody is going to come to Los Angeles to want to play with them, to compete against the LeBron, D Wades, and Chris Boshes if that so happened to be going down in the finals. Holy crap.
What the?
What the?
Yo, that shit would have been sank. And then Carmelo talking about the deal wasn't even for the Knicks. His ass was supposed to go to the Nets. I mean, yeah, to the Nets. And George Karl is a piece of shit. He's a real piece of shit. He was going to send Carmelo Anthony to Utah. Really? That's so disrespectful. You didn't want him to go to Los Angeles. You wanted his ass to go to the East. But if there was a team you was going to put him in the Western Conference, you was going to send him to Utah. Bro. 2G say the greatest trade that didn't happen was us getting Chris Paul. So hold on, 2G. Are you telling the American public with a straight face that the Chris Paul trade would have had more impact than Carmelo joining Kobe? Because the Chris Paul trade would have went down when? 2009? It might have been around that time frame. I can't remember exactly what year. Oh, yo. I mean, come on, man. This Carmelo and Kobe, not for no 1 year, not for no 2 years, because Kobe didn't retire until 2019, right? So that was 8 years Kobe still played. I'm pretty sure Carmelo would have helped take some of the load off of Kobe. So Kobe, as far as health wise, Kobe might could have pushed it to the 20 easily. Damn. Damn. I wasn't a Lakers fan back then, but I'm not even gonna lie, yo. Carmelo Anthony saying that. If he would have been able to join Kobe and then they would have got rid of Andrew Bynum, so you would have had that bad attitude out the way. You know Carmelo would have been on a revenge tour to get some get back versus Denver. And then you had Phil Jackson, right? Ooh. Ah. Mm. Damn, yo. That was a good joint. I want to watch the rest of that. Nene was a dog. That's a fact. It's not like there would be a big winner or loser in that trade, but I'm just like, well, wait a minute. The Lakers, bro, so much probably wouldn't have happened. Like if Carmelo would have came, so much probably wouldn't have happened as of now. We might not never had no LeBron. Like I said, Kobe career probably could have maybe won another year or two. The Lakers probably could have had another championship. There might not even been a thought of LeBron. Bro, I'm dead ass serious, yo. And you, bro, you know somebody would have came to Los Angeles, somebody nice would have came to join Kobe and Carmelo. Oh, bro, that would have been insane. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna check out that podcast. Any more information that I get from it, y'all know I'm gonna keep y'all in the loop. Um, what's going on now in Lakers land? So yesterday, marquee games was announced for NBA teams. Our Lakers was announced yesterday. We were going to be hosting the Warriors on opening night, October 21st. We got Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler up to date. It's always good to have a division rival. I am getting a little bit tired though of this Steph Curry, LeBron James thing. It's still good. It's still good theater. It's still good basketball. I just don't want to start the damn year off with this shit. I really don't. You understand what I'm saying? I really don't. But it is a division game opening night, so that is important. Um, Golden State is always going to be one of those teams you cannot sleep on. No matter what you see for the duration of the regular season, they always find a way to make some type of noise towards the end. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can stay healthy and adjust and see what things that they're going to be making. But I think the Lakers are definitely ready for war. There's no doubt about that. I still think there is some improvements that we need on our team. But I do like our chances opening night for what it's worth versus Golden State. I don't know if this is a home game or not, or if we be opening in Golden State. I got to check that. The Christmas game is what I'm waiting for. This one right here against KD and the Rockets. Yeah. This is going to be fire. I can't wait for Christmas. Lakers versus Rockets. They're going to give the Lakers a run for their money. Kevin Durant in his new spot, and it's a Christmas Day game. Oh, it's going to be lit. And Houston is getting better and better. We talked about the Houston Rockets on this platform a couple of years ago under Coach Ime Udoka. And, I predicted the Houston Rockets are going to be a team to be reckoned with. And they had a pretty good offseason, capped off with getting Kevin Durant. So this is going to be pretty interesting and dope. Definitely going to be pretty interesting and dope. I'm gonna go with the Lakers. I'm never gonna say that our team is going to lose, but definitely Christmas Day versus Houston. Y'all might as well mark y'all calendars for that one. This one is going to be a big time game, no doubt. Folks are sleeping on DeAndre Ayton. I'm gonna keep it real. You're right, 2G, but DeAndre Ayton gave us a reason to last season, to be honest. And Portland as an organization was bullshit. It ain't like DeAndre Ayton was going to turn the Trailblazers into a playoff team. So I didn't have that expectation on him like that. But 2G and everybody else in the Lakers community, y'all know you still have to be professional. You still have to be committed to greatness. You still have to, even if it's on an individual note, you got to go out there and work. You got to put the work in. You have to find a way to be engaged, even if you're faking it to make it. You're a professional. You're getting paid millions to do exactly that. And when I looked at the attitude, when I looked at the disposition of DeAndre Ayton in Portland last year, I didn't like it. I'm not going to blame him for Portland's trials and tribulations. He didn't have anything to do with that. But, DeAndre Ayton had just came off of NBA Finals appearance with the Phoenix Suns. So this was a huge adjustment for him to have to go to Portland and play on a team that he know wasn't going to be competitive. But again, if you are one of those guys, you have to find a way to make it, to fake it until you make it. It wasn't an ideal situation. Again, I'm not blaming Ayton for Portland's lackluster performances. Is nothing that he could do. I think he still averaged the double last year, but again, I don't like your behavior, your energy. It all matters because number one, that shit rubs off on younger players in the locker room, and when you with the team like the Los Angeles Lakers, this shit has been a roller coaster for the last 4 or 5 years. When have the Los Angeles Lakers, especially under LeBron James' leadership, had a roller coaster ride throughout the regular season and through the playoffs? Every year it's been up and down, up and down, up and down. So I need to know that DeAndre Ayton is going to be committed mentally through the good times and the bad times. This is JJ Redick's second year as a head coach. We watched JJ Redick drop the ball plenty of times last year when it came to lineups, adjustments, rotations. We saw JJ do his thing, but we saw JJ, come up short. So JJ has some improvement to do. But in the meantime, in between time, what type of attitude is DeAndre Ayton going to have doing these adjustments? That's the only reason why I feel like maybe people are sleeping on him, is because we don't honestly know what type of DeAndre Ayton we're going to get. Dealing with a team like LeBron James, with a team under LeBron James and Luka, you can't just look at your stat line or what you average for a career. It doesn't work like that. When you're in a systematic type of situation like that, when you plan in a system and then you have one or two other superstars, I don't care how nice you are, your game is going to be adjusted one way or another for the betterment of the ball club. So I'm just hoping that, DeAndre Ayton, Marcus Smart, and Austin Reeves, all these guys, I hope these guys can answer the bell, because it's going to be important that they do so. Straight up and down. I just talked about Austin Reeves. And I said this already a couple of days ago for those who saw it. It just amazes me that you would even consider paying a guy $30 million a year who gets picked on night in and night out defensively like Austin Reeves do. I'm sorry, bro. I like Austin Reeves. Some of y'all love Austin Reeves. I like Austin Reeves. And I don't go crazy over the box score, his stat line. And I know he's getting better and better year by year. He looks like a potential all-star. I'm not taking away nothing from Austin Reeves individually. But when it counted the most, he didn't show up. And defensively, he is a fucking liability. He gets bullied on all day by bigger wings. He gets cooked, chased around like he's not the only liability on defense. That whole him and D'Angelo Russell, that whole backcourt shit was a nightmare defensively. But him and Luka is no better. No better. And for Austin Reeves to decline, his extension, and now you might potentially have to pay him $30 million, bro. That's the only thing that I got a problem with. That dollar sign, that dollar amount. That's huge. You don't see role players getting paid like that every day. And if you want to consider Austin Reeves as being a star in the NBA, fine. But he better start showing up in April. Stars are born in the playoffs. I don't want to take away anything as far as Austin Reeves, what he does in the regular season. All that shit matters. But when we need you the most, if you're going to get paid $30 million, bro, you got to do better than what we seen. Anthony hit that shit on the head. I mean, his public relations, the PR is amazing. It is amazing. But the Lakers honestly might not have no other choice but to pay him, bro. He has that dog mentality like Manu Ginobili. I'll give him that. Manu wasn't no lockdown defender. But Manu give effort on both ends of the basketball court. Manu Ginobili always gave effort on both ends of the basketball court. He's never been a lockdown defender. He can't sit in that chair in front of anybody. But I'm just telling you, bro, Austin Reeves gets targeted every night. It does. We got 30 teams in the NBA. 30. And there is not a night that Austin Reeves doesn't get targeted. And he never answers the bell. And it doesn't make it any better that JJ Redick is not putting any systematic defensive system around that's going to be able to help him. I can't pay no guy like that $30 million, y'all. And I like Austin Reeves. But the reality of it is, if you're looking at the future, because number one, if you pay Austin Reeves $30 million, you're also locking him in with Luka for the next 3 to 4 years. So are y'all good with that? That's what y'all comfortable with? Because everybody want to push LeBron James out the door. Y'all ready for LeBron to go? So that's what y'all looking forward to. The backcourt of Luka and Austin Reeves and the exit of LeBron. That's not promising to me. I don't mind paying Austin Reeves, but that $30 million to me is just too much. You can sign two pretty good two-way players. I think that could help Luka Doncic long term way more than just Austin Reeves could. If you're looking to build. So I don't know. I'm campaigning for Austin Reeves because one thing's for sure. The Lakers, if we are going to win Title 18 this season, y'all, we not going to win without Austin Reeves being productive. Can we agree with that? We're not going to win the NBA title without Austin Reeves being productive. We're going to need guys to step it up. Role players are going to really have to earn their paycheck. And if we get rid of Austin Reeves, we need him to play well so he can have the value. So when we get rid of his ass, we got something to get back. So one way or another, we need to be rooting for Austin Reeves to play good, whether we ultimately keep him or trade him. We need him to be healthy and we need him to be productive. What we don't need Austin Reeves to do is fuck up the finances. And paying him $30 million a year with that defense? Oh, hell no, bro. I'm sorry, yo. I can't do it. No.
What the?
So y'all let me know ultimately what y'all think about Austin Reeves getting $30 million, bro. I'm just not, I can't jack it. Here are the Lakers roster by age and by height. When you look at the rundown, Austin Reeves, 27 years old. He's older than Luka, older than Rui, older than Vando. I mean, he is. It's crazy how Austin Reeves just came onto this team undrafted a few years ago, and when you look at the roster, he's in the top 5 as far as elders, and 2 or 3 of these guys might not even make it throughout the whole season. So Austin Reeves could wind up being in the top 3 as far as oldest players on the Lakers. That's crazy to me. That shit is crazy to me. I didn't even realize DeAndre Ayton was so young. So DeAndre Ayton is only 26 years of age. We got Jackson Hayes, 25, Dalton Connect, 24. But I don't know what we're gonna be doing with Dalton Connect, bro. I think they just trying to figure out a good deal for Dalton. But damn, that's crazy. I didn't realize that. I thought Austin Reeves was young. He is young, but you know, looking at what we got, shit. LeBron about to be out the door. Maxi Kleber, he ain't nothing to me. Marcus Smart, we got to be concerned about his availability. Gabe Vincent is really iffy. Shit, Austin Reeves could be one of the top 3 easily at the end of the season. So, bro, that's some responsibility. You know, I need him to step that up. And then when you look at the height, we got 2 7-footers and Jackson Hayes and DeAndre Ayton. Maxi Kleber's 6'10". Like, this doesn't make me happy. I don't know about y'all. Some of y'all know basketball way better than me. I'm not trying to front on y'all. I'm not going to front my move. But for us to be crying and complaining about having a big man for the last 2 years, 2.5 years, I'm going to just be honest with y'all. I'm not really feeling these 3. This doesn't make me feel good. I like Jackson Hayes. We talked about DeAndre Ayton. This nigga Maxi, I mean, I'm not jacking that. I'm not jacking that as having no impact for these Lakers, bro. So fuck him, respectfully. When you look under that, where's our size coming from? 6'9", Laravia 6'8", Vando 6'8". I mean, are we still a little smaller, y'all? I don't know. Anthony says the most interesting news this offseason is Luka recording Smart. He knows he needs defense around him. I mean, that's a super fact, Anthony. But I think also what's more important, you know, that you bring this statement up, bro, is the fact that the Lakers are actually allowing Luka to make these types of decisions early. LeBron James is still in uniform. LeBron James is still playing at an exceptional level. LeBron James ended 6th in the NBA MVP race last year. So the fact that this front office, and again, like I said, y'all know I'm a big time LeBron guy, but the Lakers are doing the right thing. The fact that they are taking the initiative to allow Luka to make these decisions, to listen to what he says, and to actually move off of those requests is really interesting and big, seeing LeBron still with this team. Because mind you, as much as we loved AD, as much as we had respect and love for Anthony Davis, the front office didn't give a fuck about what Anthony Davis had to say. When the hell did the Lakers ever appease to any request by Anthony Davis? That nigga never had no lead. People don't really see a lot of shit behind closed doors. Like, AD didn't want JJ Redick. AD wanted, I forgot his name, but there was a coach that Anthony Davis played with back in New Orleans in 2012. I keep forgetting his name, but he was in the running as well for the Lakers head coach at the time. That's who Anthony Davis wanted. What did the Lakers do when Anthony Davis spoke out about needing a big man and wanting some help? They traded his ass. It's crazy, bro. Like, come on now. We know at the end of the day, this shit is real.
What the?
What the?
That shit is crazy. So, it's like the organization, we fucked with Anthony Davis. We rock with AD, but when it came down to decision making, them niggas ain't give a fuck about what Anthony Davis felt because Anthony Davis never showed the Lakers organization that he was really ready to take the driver's seat. AD technically was supposed to take over this team from LeBron after they won in 2020. I knew that shit was going to be a joke for the simple fact that as long as LeBron James is in a uniform, bro, you're not going to be the head of no team. That shit is bogus. But you can set the tone. You can put yourself in a position to be, the next in line because LeBron is not going to play forever. But shit, Joe, the Lakers organization never believed in nothing Anthony Davis had to say. He never gave it any reason to. So seeing what they're doing for Luka, I like it. I really like it. And again, I'm just impressed with the commitment of Luka on the basketball court, what he's doing in the Los Angeles community, giving back to these people. He's now partnering up with ESPN. He done lost 30 pounds in a what the?
What the?
Yo, I'm fucking with Luka, yo. I don't know about y'all, but I am definitely fucking with Luka. Since this man has came into the door, he has not been a distraction. He has not complained. His first plays as a Laker was on defense. He's another nigga that's a liability defensively. I'm not going to put it all on Austin Reeves. Luka does not know. He really don't have a defensive bone in his fucking body. I'm not going to give Luka a total pass, but he gave commitment, he gave effort, and he's showing off right now. So I'm fucking with Luka. I like the direction that the Lakers are going, putting the keys in Luka's hand. I just don't want y'all to be stupid enough to think that the Lakers are good without LeBron James right now. Y'all, it feels like y'all keep doing this shit. Y'all keep pushing James away, and y'all gonna need him. Y'all gonna need James. Yeah, AD definitely has been playing out of position, and we talked about that plenty of times. James Borrego, thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. That's who that was. That's the name of the coach that Anthony Davis had played under in New Orleans, and he was a candidate for the head coaching job. That's who Anthony Davis was campaigning for. But the Lakers didn't give a fuck about what AD had to say. It's gonna be an interesting year, y'all. It's gonna be a very interesting year. But I did want to come to y'all and talk about opening night and Christmas Day and just Luka, bro. Him now joining ESPN and being an ambassador for that program. He every time I turn around, Luka is giving back or doing something for the Los Angeles community. It's crazy. I'm like I said, I'm gonna be real. I haven't even seen. I have never seen a player do so much for a city in such a short time like Luka, like intentionally. I'm not talking about your presence brings impact to the city. I know when LeBron James came to Los Angeles, everything went up. But I don't recall LeBron had his hands in movies and doing all this other type of shit. All I see from Luka is working out or donating to charity or giving to. That's all he been doing. He ain't even been here a whole year, bro. So, like I said, I'm not gonna put this man up there with Kobe and Magic just yet. But now that he locked inside that extension and how Luka looks at this Los Angeles community and how he's giving back already, this nigga's gonna be one of the top 5 greatest Lakers of all time, yo. He's gonna be it. One championship is gonna really set the tone for this nigga, bro. He's doing some amazing shit. looking at the future of the Lakers, this thing could go two ways in a couple of years. We got a Luka and Giannis situation. We got a possible Luka and Jokic situation. I don't know, according to y'all, what's the best situation for the Lakers. Not just in that particular year, but just even moving forward. Who would y'all rather have pairing up with Luka? Would y'all rather have him in Giannis or would y'all rather have him in Luka? I like the Giannis is a beast. Giannis brings something to the table that I do think that would be beneficial to Luka. But it's something about Nikola Jokic being able to play on ball, off ball, his unselfishness. You know, he's been a winner. I think Jokic and Luka could do some dangerous things versus Luka and Giannis. So if I had the campaign, I would probably say Luka and Jokic would probably be the best move. When you look at the numbers, this is the offseason numbers next year for the Lakers. But if I look at 2027, this is technically in 2027, this offseason, this is all you have on the books is Luka and Vando. You still got Bronny. If Dalton is still here, you'll still have Dalton Connect and Adu Thero as the reserves. But everybody would be a free agent technically at that time. Austin Reeves, DeAndre Ayton, Marcus Smart, all their contracts will be up. I don't think the Lakers will be interested in Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler. Donovan Mitchell will be a good pick, but I don't think when you look at those free agents and look at the money that you have to go at either Giannis or Nikola Jokic. Anthony Davis could be a possibility, but AD and Luka, nah. I would say Jokic. Anthony said Jokic and Luka chemistry is already there. Yeah, you can see it. You can see it. And I don't even think their chemistry is just strictly basketball related. Not that they be hanging out partying, but it feels like you said, because we know they're not teammates. We've already kind of seen them locked in. So the ball will move way more with Jokic. That's a fact. That is a fact. My only question is, bro, when you need a dog, when you need a tough guy, who you going to depend on? Who you going to depend on when you need a dog in that situation? Because Nikola Jokic is a respectable dog. He ain't gonna get bitched around and none of that. But he ain't one of those guys. He's not an aggressor to me. Luka's not an aggressor. DeAndre Ayton, he won't be around. He'll be gone. So you're looking at, Vando, he could play that role, but Vando fouls out too much. So that's just a waste. I guess you just have to weigh out the pros and cons. What's more important for that Lakers team, whatever that roster looks like? What's more important for them to be tough guys or for them to be, like you said, more diverse, being more versatile, having Nikola Jokic with Luka. So that's some great points y'all made, man. I'm about to get up out of here. I just wanted to come at you guys. I need to start doing more live streams, so we'll work on a schedule for Lakers Land to go live. Make sure y'all subscribe if y'all are new. Definitely appreciate you guys coming through this morning. Stay safe this weekend, and any breaking news that we get Lakers related, we'll tap back in sometime today here on YouTube. Like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys' support. And I am out, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Luka Doncic and on the Los Angeles community, not just the team, the community with all this giving back, bro. It's a big deal. And again, I think Luka's going to be one of the top 5 greatest Lakers of all time. if it's all said and done with, depending on how this shit go. He's going to have to win. He's definitely going to have to win. But seeing the consistency and the way Luka be giving back, it ain't nothing like it, bro. It ain't nothing like it. Shout out to my boys, and shout out to my brother 2G for coming through. Shout out to my brother Hank from Sports Game Vision. Make sure y'all subscribe to Sports Game Vision. Big up to my brother BA as well from Get Your Bars Up Media. Shout out to my boy Bit as well. Big up to the guys. I'm Seven Mitchell. This is Lakers Land. I'll catch y'all on the next stream. I am out. Peace. What's up, guys, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button for us so we can get this content in the algorithm. And also, please be sure to subscribe to the Lakers Land YouTube channel if you're new. And you can also purchase a channel membership for exclusive Lakers Land content. Also, join our Lakers Land watch party room on Playback TV for free VIP access to all of our Laker games and our live weekly podcast. That's playback.tv/LakersLand show. We also have merchandise available in our YouTube channel store, so grab some Lakers Likes merch today. Peace.